Traffic reports brought to you by your Maryland Toyota dealer. Visit Toyota's official website for deals. Buyatoyota.com for great offers not seen on TV. Toyota helps you get the most out of your drive. Just ask a friend who drives one. Toyota, let's go places. Back over to you.
This morning's Coffee With is with Steve Coogan.
And the satellite interview is furnished by Showtime.
Good morning, Steve Coogan, and thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
I gotta say, I love the title of your new show, because if you were to ask anyone, oh, are you happy with your life? They would probably say, happy-ish, happy-ish. There's always that ish added to the end of the word, you know?
Absolutely. Well, that's what the series is about, yeah.
So yeah, tell us about it. So you're a man who's pursuing happiness, who also works at an advertising company selling happiness. So tell us more about that.
Yeah, well, it's about that sort of impossible pursuit of the American dream, I guess, which is the pursuit of happiness, and it being an unattainable goal. That and also to define what is happiness. Is it having all these consumer durables and having the house and the material stuff, you know, or is it your family, and is it working for corporate America? Is it doing that 9-to-5 thing and being part of this big corporate machine? So it asks all those questions along the way, and also deals with the baby boomer generation, of which I am one, and how there's a sort of disconnect with people of my generation, and of course the 20-somethings who seem to be so plugged in and tuned into social media.
Mm-hmm. So your character has these two new bosses who are, in their 20s, and they're all about the social media and the Twitter, and you have a really funny part where you talk about Pepto-Bismol being on Twitter, and who follows Pepto-Bismol on Twitter?
Yeah, well, I think I think people, you know, I think young people will like it because they'll maybe see their parents' generation, and the middle-aged people will love it because they'll understand perfectly the frustrations of my character, which is that, yeah, in the storyline we have this ad agency, and I guess I'm peaking, if you like, in my career, and then these new hotshots, these 20-something Swedes come in, and they are so plugged into tweeting and Facebook and all the things that I can't even remember. There's so many Instagram and whatever. I mean, Pinterest. I mean, it's amazing. It's just like noise. But and that provides a lot of comedy as well.
Well, for you in your real life as an actor or comedian, are you plugged in? I mean, are you doing the Twitter and the Facebook? Do you feel like you have to for your career?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. My daughter is. Most people find out what I'm doing because they go on my daughter's Facebook account and see photographs of me. I sometimes show up on her Facebook doing stuff. But no, I don't tweet or and I don't have Facebook. And I kind of quite like it because it allows me to hide. Also, I think you know, I know a lot of people who've gotten in trouble by tweeting things in the heat of the moment, and then it's already out there and they can't. So it's I prefer being disconnected.
A bit of privacy.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk about Kathryn Hahn, because she is so talented and so funny, and she plays your wife in the show.
I think maybe she's getting old now.
She's great. Kathryn Hahn was actually the sort of, if you like, the tipping point for me in doing this project, because I was enthusiastic about the material, but the kind of thing that sealed the deal was Kathryn Hahn's involvement, because she's a fantastic actor and is authentic. One of the few actually comic actors who's able to do the sort of poignancy and pathos. She can be moving one minute and funny the next, and there's an authenticity to her that's a rare thing, and it's great. It's like, you know, to act opposite her, it just makes my job easier, because it's like having a great tennis partner. You know, it raises your game.
She's so funny, and your character finds happiness with her and your son. I mean, his home life seems to be going very well.
Yeah, it's just, we thought it was a novel thing, and Shalom, I think, thought that was a more authentic representation of people's lives. You know, often when you see comedies on TV, it's about domestic strife, and the husband and wife are always at each other's throats, and that's where the comedy comes from. But in actual fact, most people, I think, you know, they do their job, they get through the day, and they just want to get home to their families. And that seemed to be a more authentic representation of things. And also his love for his family, my character's love for his family, tempers the kind of anger and acidic attacks that he makes on the corporate world that he exists in.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Happy-ish on Showtime Sunday nights. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Pleasure.
And we'll be right back after this with First Warning Weather and a look at traffic. It's WJZ.